Rogueshang, Phoenix Mountain. So I'm going to do full on 360 grams of water all the way to the top. Bam. Look at that color. That's just gorgeous. Next, we're going to make a rogueshang through the Largo. I have some clients serving layered extractions, but I want to do a full immersion style, but just with a rinse on this one. So we're going to do 6 grams of tea. Rogueshang, Mr. Chen, Phoenix Mountain, kind of partway up the mountain, not at the very top, but not at the very bottom. You know, good value for what you're getting, really. 100 years to some of them are 200-300 years old. It's not the oldest trees on the mountain either, but they're not the youngest. So it's just this nice middle ground. So I'm going to do 6 grams of tea. I'm going to do a rinse, which I'm going to use as an opportunity to also preheat my brewer and preheat my decanter. Some people use a teapot for their decanter. That's cool. You have a favorite teapot? You can do that. It's kind of an opportunity to use it. I really prefer to make my tea with a gaiwan, but this is a great tool. If you're in a position where you just are more comfortable using tools that are reminiscent of a pour-over station, or if it's just easier to wrap your hand around making the tea, doing a full immersion, longer brew, this tea does stand up to it. So I'm going to do full on 360 grams of water all the way to the top. Bam. And then when it's done, I'm just going to depress the lever. It's going to be great. It's beautiful too. I mean, you see the leaves spinning around like that. It's quite the show. You want to trap in some of those aromatics, you can throw the lid on there. Rogue literally translates as cinnamon. Sheng or xiang it means aromatic. This Rogue is normally found on Wuyi. It's really unusual to have it growing on Phoenix Mountain. Both mountains are really famous for their charcoal roasted oolongs. Definitely Phoenix, where you get this kind of lighter roast. It's more about this fruity acidity. You get a focus on aromatics. I think when you're talking Wuyi cliff teas, you're getting more bassy. It's an even deeper oxidation. It's a darker, deeper charcoal roast. Great winter teas. Phoenix, though, I think it's a little bit more dexterous in that you can have them in the summer as a cold brew and they're just fantastic. You can drink them in the winter and they're quite warming. And with a name like cinnamon, like it's just, you can just imagine it when you're drinking it, just warming up your soul. It's a lovely tea. And Chen has got some great background. His family's been growing tea for forever. And he just took over from his parents less than 10 years ago. Young farmer, not afraid to experiment. He's careful. We get about 1, maybe 2 batches per tree from him. He does single tree harvests, and it's great. If you've ever heard of the Dan Cong or Dan Chong Phoenix Mountain oolongs, this is a great place to start because you're not getting the worst. It's not the best, but I'm also not paying like $400 or $500 a kilogram cost to bring it in. I'm able to get these teas out to the general public at a place where they're a little bit more accessible. How the Largo works is you're just depressing a marble on the bottom of the base there. There's a sieve to hold back the tea leaves so they don't jam up the hole. It looks kind of cool. I do like that this is brewing in glass. Really don't like it when my brewer is plastic, even if it's, not reacting with the water because it's a high quality plastic. Just something about plastic gives me the heebie-jeebies. And this is a glass brewer, so we're in a good place. So nice color. Yeah, nice aromatic. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm getting butter. Yeah, juice. Kind of peachy. Yeah, I'm getting peach. It's a lovely tea. Brewed this way, I'm not getting as much of the cinnamon that I get out of maybe. Kind of like a cinnamon peach. Kind of like if you think like a peach cobbler, that kind of thing. That's nice. It's a good way to do it. Honestly, this is a tea that's going to work with this full immersion technique, as long as you give it a rinse, the rinse makes a big difference. It just gets rid of all the harshness. You don't get that charcoal kind of layer that's interfering with your ability to really pick up on some of these more delicate aromatics. And then, yeah, you can just spend some time with it. As it cools, it's just going to taste better and better and better. So just give it some time, hang out with it. You should be able to get multiple extractions if you're so inclined out of these leaves. But yeah, it's a nice way to do it.